Kathleen. How are you doing today?
I am great.
You've been feeling out of the usual lately. What have your symptoms been?
Well, I'm severely fatigued. I'm always thirsty, but I always have to go to the bathroom. And I've lost like 10 pounds recently, but I haven't changed like any diet or anything like that.
All right, I'm sorry to hear that. Those really sound like the complication of
diabetes.
Based on your symptoms, it looks like you might actually have type 1 diabetes. Increase isn't producing insulin. Whereas in type 2, your insulin receptors would be off, so then none of it will go into your blood. You're a little lucky because you only have type 1, meaning that a big lifestyle change won't be necessary. As of right now, the current treatments for type 1 diabetes is either an oral medication or taking insulin injections each day. Whereas type 2 is more of a modifying the diet. It is extremely important that you check your blood sugar levels every day so that you can maintain homeostasis in your body. And for you, since you have type 1, an insulin pump could be extremely helpful because it takes half the work out of it. In an insulin pump, it's a little catheter that goes into your body and goes in under your skin in the layer of fat, and based on how much glucose you eat that day, it'll release enough insulin. Potentially, you could have a few complications that we'll get to later. And you actually have gotten really lucky because in the past 100 years or so, insulin has been created and synthetically, so it's safe for the body. And so hopefully, throughout these next couple of years, you can treat your diabetes. All right, Kathleen, thanks for coming in today. I'm glad we got that figured out, and hopefully you'll follow up with how you want to treat your diabetes with insulin. Have a good day.
Thank you.
So I'm going to have you stand up over here and look at the lighted board.
Q, N, T, B.
All right, how about we go up to the first line because you're struggling a little bit.
E, T, Q.
Accident. The doctor told him never ski again.
Oh my gosh, Kathleen, how high are you gonna turn it up?
He is out there, and he's
Oh my gosh, Kathleen,
I
how
can't hear
loud
it.
are you gonna turn it up?
What are you talking about? It's not even that loud.
Oh my gosh,
Nick
Kathleen.
Jeffers.
Kathleen, what are you doing?
My feet are really tingling and they hurt really bad.
Oh, that's probably a result of your diabetes. You should probably get up and walk around for a minute.
Alright, I'll try.
Oh my gosh, Kathleen, that's really high.
It's not that high.
Oh yeah, this is very serious, Kathleen.
No, it's fine.
Kathleen, what are you doing? Are you okay? Kathleen! Oh my gosh, Kathleen, I think you're having a stroke. Kathleen, those are not foods that a diabetic should be eating.
Well, what should I be eating then?
Well, you need complex carbohydrates that give you energy for a long period of time. Proteins are good because they rebuild your muscles after they are torn. Fruits and vegetables are good. Vegetables, variety is good. Fruits give you the natural sugars that are good. And those are just a couple things. Like, this is not okay. This is like fake sugar. That coffee is not good for you. And all those fake preserved sugars, not good for diabetics.
Hi Kathleen, I'm so glad you called.
Yeah, me too. You know, I really decided I need to take care of my body.
Are you ready to get rid of diabetes today, the Dopkins Fitness way?
Yeah!
Woo! With exercising, you can burn off all the foods you eat to keep your diabetes in control.
Yeah!
With diet and exercise and managing your insulin, diabetes shouldn't be a problem for your lifestyle.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye! Kathleen, I think you're working yourself too hard.
No, I need to take control of my
Did you
body.
eat enough glucose today?
No!
No!
What you just witnessed was a result of hypoglycemic shock. Kathleen did not intake enough glucose to fuel her body. She then felt dizzy and weak and eventually passed out. This can be a terrible effect of diabetes.
That's my third one. Did I forget to take my insulin? I have to go to the bathroom. Where's the bathroom?
This is a result of Kathleen being hyperglycemic shock, meaning she did not have enough insulin to settle out her glucose. She now feels disoriented and very thirsty and also has to go to the bathroom. This is another effect of diabetes.
Guys, it's good to see you again. Doctor's ready to see you now.
Kathleen, come on. Come on. Right here. Sit down.
I got it.
Hey Kathleen, how are you doing today?
What?
Said, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good.
So, this is your follow-up appointment, and so I'm just going to check in. How is living with diabetes been going?
Not very good.
Well, have you been following up on either an oral medication or insulin injections?
Not that much.
All right, so what have you been experiencing?
I can't see very well or hear very well. My feet always hurt, and I recently had a stroke.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, but I did tell you how to follow up with this disorder, and you really haven't seemed like you have any interest in taking care of your body.
Yeah, well, after the past few months, I've decided that I want to make a change and start dealing with it.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that, and now as you can see that those are just a few of the ways it can impact someone with this disorder.
Yes.
So the hearing and the seeing is more of like a short-term complication, but as you can see, if you keep not taking care of your body, it'll build up and you'll eventually, like you said, you had a stroke, which is very serious. So those are just a few of the potential long and short-term complications. You have to answer that. Kathleen, so today I'm going to show you what is really going on in your body so you can better understand, and so then hopefully you'll see that how insulin really is a necessity for you to carry on a healthy. All right, Kathleen, so here we have a little diagram of what's really going on in the body. So here we have your pancreas, and then in your pancreas are these things called beta cells. And beta cells are what usually carry insulin. And so in a normal, non-diabetic body, the insulin travels down into these insulin receptors. The insulin receptors then take the insulin and send a message to these things called your GLUT4, which then release glucose so you can regulate in the bloodstream, the insulin and glucose. But with you don't have any insulin at the start, and so you really can't even go through this whole process. But then with people with type 2 diabetes, they have all the insulin, which is fine, but their receptors are off. So their receptors can't get the insulin or get the glucose, and so once again, they have a little disorder in their body as well. And I also wanted to take a moment because Nichole here, who helped you train, I heard, which is good, she told me that you went into hypoglycemic shock. And I also heard that you went into hyperglycemic shock. But I really just want to explain to you what's going on in your body when those things happen. So here's your cell, normal cell. When you're hypertonic, the water from the cell escapes, which causes your cell to get very small. Which is why you were like dizzy, disoriented, didn't really know what to do, is because you weren't very hydrated, and B, there wasn't enough regulation in the cell, so the cell was small other than normal. With hypotonic, it means that, so here's your cell, it's normal. And you're working out, so your body really needs glucose. Then it caused the cell to really swell up and get very big.
If you're ever diagnosed with diabetes, taking care of yourself from the beginning is very important. If you take the right steps to take care of your diabetes, then there's no reason diabetes should slow you down. Don't let diabetes take over your life.
Starring Kathleen as the diabetic, and Jessica as the concerned friend. Nichole is the doctor's assistant and athletic trainer. And Colleen is Dr. Wormers.